Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. Every time I film at night, I just look like a floating head. And the fact that I'm wearing a black shirt is also not helping because I'm blending into the void. So today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new drop from Carolina Herrera. This is a flanker to the Good Girl line, which I'm a huge fan of. And this one is called Very Good Girl Elixir. I have to just start off with the bottle. The bottle is just stealing the show. This is the sexiest bottle ever. When I saw this, I'm like, if this doesn't smell ultra sexy, sexier than the original, then I'm gonna be disappointed because you cannot put fragrance in this bottle and have it not be the most seductive, sexy fragrance ever. And I try to kind of match it with the black and red. Also, it's giving Albania, and so am I with the black and red. If you don't know, this is the Albanian flag. So, showing some love to my home country. Anyways, I don't know why I always go off topic. Before we get into this, I want to be fully transparent. This was sent to me. I did not purchase it, but this video is not sponsored. I'm not working with the brand. They just wanted to send it to me, so I'm super grateful for that. But just know that all opinions in this video are my own. So yeah, let me get into it. I also want to compare it to the original Good Girl, which still stands at one of the sexiest fragrances that I have in my collection. This is pretty old. I've had this for years, but it's still going strong. And I don't use her that often. I've made a little bit of a dent, but every time she gets sprayed, I get compliments. I bought this when I used to work at Ulta. I used to work at Ulta 5 or so years ago, and I remember I sprayed it on me, and then when I got off work, I was with my husband, and he was going on and on and on about how good I smelled, so the next day, I bought it. But now we have this. There's been a lot more flankers to the Good Girl line between these two, like a whole ton, but this is the newest one, and I think this is my favorite packaging. Honestly, more than even the original, which is the all black iconic heel. This one with the ombre to the opaque red is just absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts on this. We're gonna compare it to the original. With all that said, let's get straight into it. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Okay, so first, let's go over the notes. This has top notes of black cherry, bitter almond, middle notes of rose, tuberose, and base notes of vanilla and cacao. Now, it's a little confusing because this is technically a flanker of a flanker. This is a flanker for Very Good Girl, which was the one in the all red bottle. I did not like this. For me, this was a screechy, lychee mess. It came off really bitter on my skin and I was not a fan. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've included it in a Perfume I Hates video. So considering this is a flanker of that flanker, I know this is really confusing, just bear with me. I was a little hesitant on this, but then I saw the notes and I felt a little better because we don't have lychee in here, and lychee is always very hit or miss for me because on me it tends to just pull very sour and bitter, and that's a combination I just don't really mess with. But in here we have cherry, so this is a cherry fragrance, which is also a little meh because cherry is so oversaturated, and we've also talked about this before, but it seems like every perfume release that comes out that has cherry in it is some version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. For some reason, they cannot do anything different with the note of cherry, but this is actually a very different take on cherry, which I'm so happy about. This does not give Tom Ford's Lost Cherry in the slightest. So very, very happy with that. This one surprised me. This smells amazing. Very, very sexy, very deep, very red smelling, which is super fitting. Although this bottle gives very bam in your face, the cherry in here is actually really soft and very powdery. That's kind of the main quality of this fragrance, is the powderiness. Similarity to the original is honestly very low to me. I would say I get the original maybe 5%, but it's entirely a whole new scent, and not just in comparison to the original, but also to all the other Good Girl flankers that have followed the original. So I'm really happy that this is really just one of a kind. This just gets better and better the more and more it settles on your skin. This totally blew me away because I'm normally not one to love ultra powdery type of scents, but this does not pull baby powder or weird kind of powderiness. It gives that cherry the perfect softness while still being able to smell that red, powerful, sweet cherry kind of scent. It doesn't smell synthetic whatsoever. There's no screechy, tart, sour bitterness in here at all. It's not bitter. I love this because this is not a boozy cherry, which is another thing that cherry is always made out to be. It's always done in some type of liqueur way, boozy. This is not that. This is very feminine, soft, powdery cherry. It's downright delicious. I wouldn't say gourmand, but it does have a lot of sweetness to it. So for all of us sweet lovers, I think this is definitely gonna appeal to you. I love this. This is 10 out of 10. Following the original, I think this is my next favorite Good Girl. It's coming very close to the original as far as favorites. They're both so different, so it's really hard for me to say one is better than the other because they're two entirely different scent profiles. The original Good Girl is more tuberosy, praline, musky. It's got a lot going on. It has 1,000,001 notes in it, whereas this one is a lot more simple, but in the most beautiful way. I don't have anything like this, and I have and I've had a lot of cherry scents, and like I said, they tend to always be the same kind of scent with just like a little bit of difference, whereas this is completely different to any kind of cherry that I really have. I know it looks dark and you'd think, okay, special occasion type scent. For whatever reason, I feel like this is an easy everyday scent. Maybe that's too much, I don't know, but for me, it's not that out there. I think the softness and the powderiness makes this kind of an easy day-to-day scent. It is definitely on the stronger side, but I feel like even for the spring and summer, this is gonna be amazing. Honestly, all year round, it's gonna be amazing. So I'm also happy that it's not just like one season type of fragrance where it's just like good for this season, but it's too strong for another. I feel like that'll work all year round, no matter the occasion. I always like to look at the reviews on Fragrantica because although a lot of the times they are all over the place, it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what to look for. And I was just scrolling through some of the reviews, and I'm gonna pop up the comment right here because I think it's a perfect description of what this smells like. So the comment reads, "Gourmand lovers, look out, this is delicious. It reminds me of black opium over red, but without the coffee note and replaced with amaretto cherries rather than black cherries. It's sweet and fruity. You can smell the original Very Good Girl DNA more once it dries down. It lasts a long time too, around 9 hours on me." I think that's the perfect description. Amaretto cherries is the perfect way to describe this. It's not quite fruity cherry. There's a bit of, again, I wouldn't say gourmandness, but something a lot sweeter than what you imagine normal cherry would smell like. So I feel like amaretto cherry is perfect and definitely has that black opium over red kind of vibe, but doesn't smell like what you think black opium smells like. Like I said, this is a completely new DNA. I have not smelled this in really any fragrance, and I've smelled a lot of perfumes and have a lot of perfumes, but I think this one is here to stay in my collection. I'm excited to keep using this because it is fairly new to my collection. I haven't used it that much, but I love how it smells and it just makes me so excited to use this. I'm so excited to honestly take this with me to Greece and wear it over there. I have a lot of big plans for that fragrance. Lasting power is really great, just like the original Carolina Herrera. They both last 8+ hours. It's a phenomenal performing scent, so you don't have to worry about that. I feel like whether you like them or not, I think all the scents in this range are very strong and long lasting, so just pick one you like and you don't have to worry about longevity. And also I do want to talk about price point. It is a little bit up there depending obviously on the size that you get. So this does come in a travel size, which is 0.34 ounces, which retails for $39, which is nice if you want to just test out the fragrance. Then you have the 1 fluid ounce that retails for $102. You have the 1.7 fluid ounce, which retails for $144. And then you have the 2.7 fluid ounce, which is the one that I have here. This is the largest size that you can get, and this retails for $175. Definitely up there. It's within that typical designer perfume kind of price range. That is definitely going up there, but I feel like this one is worth it. I don't have anything like this. Performance is great, scent is great, all around just a really amazing scent. If you're into more sexy feminine kind of fragrances and you love the note of cherry but you don't like that boring Tom Ford Lost Cherry, then I think this is a good one to look into. Also, the Sephora sale is coming up, so if you maybe had any ideas for scents you want to get during the sale, then that's a good choice and you get a little bit of money off. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.